Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I'm the only one remaining between your short break. And yeah, my name is Usman and I have been contributing in technology for hospitality for past couple of years. And I know most of you guys here have more experience than my age. So most probably might not end up, convincing you that why you need to actually improve the technology part of your resort as well. So without wasting further time, I'm gonna start my presentation. How many of you guys know this legendary mobile phone? Almost everybody, right? This was like the legend of in back in those days. And was it a good mobile? I would say, yeah, it has good build, good battery time. You can make calls with it. You can do messaging. It had really cool ringtones as well. And most importantly, it had a state of the art snake game in it, right? So everybody liked this phone. And there were a lot of other mobiles by Nokia as well. They were the market giants back then. But ultimately they failed, right? Now the question is why? Why did they fail? The answer is very simple. They failed to evolve. And they actually failed to understand the human behavior and actually adopt to it, right? So uh, this is something they fail to understand, and even having so many big products in the market, they were failed to make their way into the current mobile market, right? So yeah, moving further, whoa, a lot of big words on the screen. But this is actually true. If you look at the tourism industry right now, I'm not talking about Maldives right now, but yes, if you look all over the world for the tourism industry, even in the hospitality, you will see that you will hear a lot of words coming in like Internet of Things, big data, artificial intelligence, and that kind of words, right? And this is actually true. And right now, what I think is that we have to actually move toward technology and make our resorts more smarter. And because if we don't, we will end up like Nokia, right? So for the resorts part, I'm gonna move a little bit toward a more familiar scenario. All of you guys know what this resort is, right? This is a very beautiful place, St. Regis, right? So right now in most of the resort, the conventional systems are already there, right? Like lighting for the rooms, air conditioners, TVs in the rooms, Wi-Fi's in the rooms. At the back of the house, you will have security cameras, lighting, office equipment, speakers, maybe for background music or something. But what if all of these technology actually talk to each other? What if all the components, all the conventional systems that you have in your resort were actually a bit smarter, right? So I would just imagine the possibilities that this, if you make your system smart, imagine the possibilities that will be available for you guys, right? So I will talk about those possibilities of. I have actually divided it into three parts, so I'm gonna talk about one by one each possibility, right? So the first one is you can actually reduce the energy and control the cost of what you are spending on your energy part, right? And according to statistics, about 60 to 70% of your energy is actually consumed by your ACs and your lighting component in the resort back of the house or the front of the house. So if you make your system smart, like if your lighting is smart, your HVAC is smart, and they are actually talking to each other, so you can actually come to a central solution if where you can make these things understand that if somebody is not in the room or if that room is unoccupied, there's no reason for lights to be stayed on, or there's no reason for the air conditioner to be running on 22 degrees Celsius, right? So you have to make your system smarter so that you can achieve much more savings. And like we all know, money is green, right? So we have to go for green to put some effect on your costings, right? So the next thing that we can achieve with making our system smart is the user experience. So for user experience part, what if I tell you that when you enter your room, for example, if a guest enters a room, right, uh, the curtains automatically open, the lights automatically dim down, the air conditioner automatically sets it to 22 degrees Celsius, and the TV automatically turns on showing a greeting message. Just like your room has a brain, right? It would look very cool, right? Furthermore, if you talk about the millennials right now, the younger generation, always they don't carry their music, their playlist right now on their mobile phones. All of them have their content somewhere on the cloud. They just stream it using some apps like Spotify and those kind of apps. So you have to actually consider them as well. And you have to improve the user experience for them as well. You have to keep in mind for them as well. And right, yeah, the third most important thing for the user experience nowadays is you need to have control in your hands. Nowadays, everybody has this in his hand, and everybody wants that he or she wants to use this to do everything, right? We spend almost like 50% of our time using this. So for your newer generation of travelers, and even for the older one now, you have to impress them by giving them something extraordinary, right? So you need to give them control uh, over their room, over their experience. You have to give them control of your air conditioner, of your lighting, of your TV, of their music. Or if they want to, order something from the room service, you have to give them on the iPad to improve the experience. And the third point that is very important for the management part is to actually centrally control and monitor all of the services that I am actually talking about right now. So you have at the back end, you have to make sure that your lighting is being monitored, it is being metered for every room. And if something is actually gone wrong, for example, if one light is not working or air conditioner is not working, so some guy sitting back in the engineering room should know it before the customer actually complains, right? So if you have all these things in just one room and you can monitor them, one engineer just sitting in one room monitoring your Wi-Fi, monitoring your CCTV, monitoring your room service calls, monitoring your lighting and everything related to network. So it will actually improve the user experience, right? And actually, create a reputation for the property itself, because the lesser the complaints, happier the customer, right? So this is something that these resorts, the resorts, most of the resorts actually are missing here right now. But yep, this is not actually a vision. This is actually something that's very much reality and being implemented all over the world. And not only the world, but also in Maldives. And we, Keiretsu, a Maldivian company, has been doing this for the past 8 years, and we have been trying to push this smart resort concept to many and many of the resorts, government buildings, and all these places. And yep, we have a very big brand portfolio, including Crestron, Lutron, Tyco, and you name it, we will have it, right? And we are very proud to be actually one of the first company who have actually deployed this IoT-driven solution in the resorts in Maldives. Uh, we have a few examples of it. First one, all this resort. It's a very beautiful resort, St. Regis, 96 rooms. All of the rooms, blinds are automated. HVAC is all automated. All the rooms have hospitality TV with their branding. It's controlled by app. And in every room, like Mr. Singh was talking about that, every room needs to be secure, right? And So in every room there is a speaker to actually announce if in case of any emergency, if any accident happens. So in every room there is a evacuation system speaker to cater for that, right? This is World of Astoria. We are right now working on it. It's almost complete, it's 112 room. All of the island, including the guest room, back of the house, there's network, there's CCTV, security system, alarms, for the front of the house. Every room is intelligent. Uh, all the island, just imagine the size of this island, right? And whole of the island is covered by Wi-Fi at every single spot for back of the house and the front of the house. So these are the few things that we have to push more in our resorts to actually stand out from rest of the world, right? Because Maldives is a big industry for hospitality, right? And we have to compete with all the other places in the world, all the other hospitality industries in the world. So if they are already moving toward it, we also have to move toward it. So Keiretsu is not just showing its capabilities just in Maldives. We are also right now working on Supreme Court of Mauritius, 12 floors, all audio, video, CCTV, networking, everything done. Uh, yeah, that's actually what Keiretsu stands for, optimized infrastructure. So if you have any kind of requirement for your resort, all the big guys are here. So if you have any kind of requirement, either it's audio, video, it's related to your television for hospitalities, it's related to your ACs, it's related to your network, Wi-Fi's, or even if you want to, make a cinema in your property, we are here to give you that. And yeah, if even if we can help you hire good IT guys, and interview them for you, and bring them in, hire us for consultancy as well. So yeah, we are here for the rest of the evening, and we would very much like to hear from you guys. If anything you guys need to know, and yep, I believe in you guys to actually support us to make Maldives hospitality industry smarter. Okay, thank you.